Did you know that hitting the right notes, it's not a magical talent, but something you can absolutely learn? If you ever feel frustrated by a wobbly pitch or found yourself singing out of tune, you are in the right place. Today we're going to fix your pitch in just 10 minutes so you can start singing perfectly on pitch. My name is Jorgelina, I'm a vocal coach and I specialize on teaching people how to sing the functional and easy way. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Maybe you think that pitch is something you are either born with or not. Or that maybe you are just not talented enough, or that maybe it's too late for you to learn to sing in tune. But let me tell you, matching pitch is a physical skill. If you can't do it yet, it's because you haven't made the connections between your brain and your larynx to be able to do it. But that is something you can learn. You just haven't learned to make the connections yet. And yes, it takes time, but if you don't do anything about it, it's never gonna change. So let's get to work. Now, firstly, I would like to mention that this video is not for people that has very deep problems with pitch. I have another video for you. If you think you are tone deaf, I will probably disagree with that, but I have another video about it. You can check it there. This video is more for you if you find yourself singing out of tune and you can hear that you are out of tune. This can happen for a variety of reasons, and it's important to understand that it not always comes from a hearing problem. Some people can't match pitch because they just can't hear it. If you know you're singing out of tune, then it's not you. Another times we sing out of tune because we just haven't practiced pitch enough. Maybe we want to sing songs that are very complicated or very fast and we haven't slowed it down yet. And some other times it's because we are trying to sing things that are outside our vocal range. And so automatically the brain makes you sing in the different octaves or in a different pitch. It's not you having a hearing problem, but it's more you having to work on your vocal technique to get your voice there. If you are a beginner and you want to sing a song by Dimash, then you're gonna probably sing out of tune. And probably me too. And so we're gonna talk about three things. The first thing that I want to raise today is to match the vibration of the note that you are singing. Very simple exercise. A lot of people, even musicians, really good musicians, struggle to sing on pitch. And sometimes that can be because of more psychological issues that I'm not going to go into in this video, but just know that the ability to listen and to want to listen, sometimes it gets hindered by some other things going on in your life. Just know that it can be a reason. And also it can be that when you are singing, you just don't feel safe enough. And so those connections between your brain and your larynx, they are just not there, just because you are in an alarm state. And so that makes it much more difficult. But let's go to work. The first thing I want to do with you is to just match pitch. But this is important. If you find yourself singing songs out of tune and you find yourself singing here and there out of tune, don't try to match pitch by starting by a super difficult song. It's not going to work. You have to slow it down. So if you think you sing out of tune, start with one pitch, which is actually really hard to do. But we need to start there. Why? Because the training here is to connect with the frequency that you are hearing. Connect with the frequency, listen to it in your brain and with the whole body, and then allow your larynx to do it for you. And we're going to do that in a specific range. So we are not going to do it here, and we are not going to do it here. Of course, that would be impossible. We're going to do it in this specific range: C, C sharp, D, D sharp. And this is the different octaves if you are a male voice or a female voice. If you are a female voice, you can sing it here, C4. If you are more of a male voice, is C3. And I know that in different countries, I think Germany, the numbers of octaves are different. So try to translate to the correct octave. So anyway, I'm here. And this is a safe area for all voices. And so that's where we want to start. We want to start in an area of our range that already feels safe for the nervous system. I'm going to play the note in the right octave, in this case here, if you are male here. And I'm going to allow it. As I say, I'm going to allow myself to feel the note. And I know this sounds a little bit hippie, but hear me out. Deaf people can learn to sing by doing this. I'm not talking tone deaf people, I'm talking deaf people can learn to play music by feeling the vibrations of the music. Yes, not everything is hearing. I mean, it is, but not everything is hearing from the ear. So I play the note, I feel the note, and after I feel it, I sing it in my brain, and then I sing it loud. And if you know when you are singing in tune and when you are not, you are gonna be able to tell. If the note is sharp or flat, and I'm gonna do it wrong now, don't panic. Just for a moment. It's a lot of dissonance, isn't it? Yes. So that created a dissonance, created tension within me. Not correct. I keep on trying. All right, now we feel we are one with the note. I have matched the frequency. And I know this is going to be a slow process, a slow exercise, but it is necessary to connect with the frequencies. And then, of course, the better you get at this, then you can do it with songs, with melodies, and so on. So that's the first thing. You want to connect vibrationally, energetically with the music. And if you think that is too hippie, just give it a chance. It works. It works. And let me tell you, I've been teaching for 15 years. In these 15 years, I have always had someone that is tone deaf. They are never tone deaf. And they have all my students that were supposedly tone deaf, they learn to sing in tune, not only notes, but complete songs after that. So I have seen it working with all my students for 15 years. Now, the second thing I wanted to show you today is the vocal onset. And I have talked about this in other videos, I know, but it is very important. What is the vocal onset? Is the way you start the sound, that magical moment in which you are excelling and your vocal cords, close and open enough for you to produce sound. The way you do that is the onset, the coordination between the vocal closure and the air that you are excelling. Now, normally, people have a very hard onset, which means the vocal cords are closed before the air goes. And so when you exhale air, the vocal cords are closed and you sort of punch the vocal cords, creating a little bit of a trauma there, and the pitch sort of explodes. You are not going to be able to sing perfectly in tune. So that can be another reason. So hard onset sounds like this. So it's very hard for me to get the pitch if I am pushing the voice like that. Now, this is something most people do, especially beginners, and it's something to work on from the beginning. How to stop a hard onset? Well, with the coordination between the inhaling and the exhaling. So usually if you breathe in and hold the breath a little bit before singing, your vocal cords are going to be close and the onset is going to be hard. So you have to train yourself to breathe in and sing right away without any stop in the middle. Yes? This is a little bit controversial, but it's much easier to have a clean attack if you breathe through the mouth. Just gonna put it there. Soon I'm gonna tell you the third way you can fix your pitch, but before I do, I wanted to tell you that if you enjoy this content and you are ready to truly transform your voice, to take it to the next level, sing with confidence and power, then let's chat. There is a link in the description below that you can use to book a discovery call with me, and I can walk you through my vocal coaching program. If it sounds good to you, book a call with me right now. Now let's go to the third point that I wanted to show you today. As I said earlier on, it's very important that you hear in your head the pitch before you sing it. Now, people that have really good pitch do this without realizing it. So the instruction for the note comes first and then they sing it. Of course, this happens all the time, very, very quickly, multiple pitches, but it's there. We can train that, but we have to start slowly. And so the third point is going to be applying this to a song. Now let's talk about songs a little bit. If you struggle to sing on pitch, start with songs that have small intervals. This is very important. If you have never trained your voice range is going to be limited probably to your chest voice. And that is fine. That is fine. But if you struggle to sing in tune, don't worry about singing 2 octaves right now. Use your chest voice first, and most songs are going to be at least an octave long anyway. So you are going to be expanding your range from the speaking voice to the singing voice anyway. But you need songs that are in your range and that have small intervals. So we don't want to have a song like Somewhere Over the Rainbow that it starts with an octave jump, which is like super hard. Somewhere. Or even the Happy Birthday. The Happy Birthday song is like one of the hardest songs ever. You have to agree with me on that. Choose the song and then you find your key. If you don't know how to find your key, I have another video that you can do to learn it, but you have to find your key. If I want to do a song by Ed Sheeran, I would probably have to bring it up very slightly, probably, although he sings very high. But you know, different voices have the comfortable range in different parts of the range, of course. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna slow it down. So in YouTube, you can slow down things to 75%, 50%, 25%. So you slow down the song. Let's say that you want to sing the song Lean on Me. It starts here. Sometimes in my life. So I'm gonna play it. Actually, I have it here, so I can. Good. So we have that first part, and then we go here, and we bring it down a bit. 75, let's say. Once you listen to it, you should stop the recording and sing on top of that. Sometimes in my life. Yeah, so you have an idea of the direction of the melody, and then you play it again and you sing with it until you match the pitch. And of course, have in mind that this is for you if you sing your own tune and you know it. Yeah, so this is something you can do. And this is, of course, you start with easier melodies like this, and then you look for more complex melodies with different intervals. But this is what you have to do. Now you might think, oh my God, that is gonna take so much time. Just do it a little bit every day. You know, 5-10 minutes a day with different songs, you're gonna get much better at pitch. You can't imagine how quick you can learn this. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.